Hello, my name is Melissa Teitelman, and I'm a general gastroenterologist at Duke University Medical Center. I wanted to introduce you to our study that will be published in Gastrointestinal Endoscopy. It is entitled An Individualized Ergonomic Wellness Approach for the Practicing Gastroenterologist. I perform 25 to 35 procedures per week, and I have intermittently had issues with pain directly related to these procedures. I think by now we all recognize that musculoskeletal pain and injury are common among practicing gastroenterologists. Many of us spend a significant portion of our clinical time performing endoscopies. Injury can potentially shorten careers, lead to unforeseen healthcare expense, and translate into losses for individual practices. Yet what is causing the pain and how to mitigate the consequences is a complex problem. First of all, the sites of pain are widely variable among endoscopists. Productivity demands have increased, and despite a widespread call for endoscopic ergonomic redesign, this has not happened. Therefore, we set out not only to document pain and injury due to endoscopy, but also to hopefully provide a meaningful solution to this significant issue. We also wanted the strategy to be generalizable. We felt the best person to help us with these issues was a physical therapist with in-depth knowledge of dynamic movement patterns and their long-term impact on our musculoskeletal health.
I'm Stacy Markwell and the physical therapist in this study. Before we developed this approach, Dr. Teitelman and I had many discussions about her personal concerns, as well as the broader musculoskeletal issues in practicing endoscopists. I was struck by the wide variety of reported pain locations between practitioners. There did not seem to be a consistent specific complaint. I observed several gastroenterologists to examine whether a physical therapist could be impactful. Several factors led us to believe that an individualized approach may be successful in reducing musculoskeletal pain and fatigue. First, we recognized the wide variety of baseline postures performing these physically demanding procedures in standing. We also knew that each physician has a unique musculoskeletal injury history and makes variable personal fitness choices. Then we saw that each physician had a unique habitual dynamic posture executing the procedure with one-size-fits-all equipment. And lastly, endoscopy is physically demanding while requiring a high degree of mental concentration. Each physician moved differently and generally substantially away from neutral during periods of intense concentration. We had no shortage of willing volunteers who were worried about the longevity of their careers and hopeful to avoid musculoskeletal pain or injury. We provided insight to the practitioner as to their baseline posture and their habitual movement patterns and gave wellness exercises to improve strength and flexibility. We proposed procedure suite setup recommendations and offered strategies to optimize his or her ergonomic approach to endoscopy. We educated in pain to help practitioners to better understand symptoms of overuse versus disuse. Lastly, we offered opportunity for follow-up to assess if the recommendations were being implemented correctly, to advance wellness activities, and in one instance, to address a new complaint.
While we believe there is much room for improvement in scope design, we hope our study offers a systematic, reproducible approach a physical therapist could offer to a gastroenterologist to optimize his or her ergonomic approach to procedures to reduce musculoskeletal complaints. Thank you for listening.